Menage, shared by two dragons. Written by Cynthia Mendoza. Narrated by Melissa Lamb. As the plane made its final approach to the Grand Cayman Islands, Stacy Kendall peered out the window at the rich blue of the sea below. She squirmed in her seat with excitement. She still could not believe she would be spending the next 3 months in a postgraduate study group in the Caribbean. A marine biology major focusing on marine ecology at Duke University, she had applied over a year ago for selection. One of her professors had even put in a good word for her. Small-town Indiana girl makes good, she thought. The tropical climate hit her immediately the moment she stepped off the plane. Despite spending the last few years going to school in North Carolina, where the winters were slightly warmer, she had just spent the holidays at home in Indianapolis with her family and flew out from there on the tail end of a snowstorm that had just passed through the Great Lakes area. She could still hear her mother fretting, telling her to bundle up when Stacy had pulled on a hoodie and tennis shoes instead of a winter coat and boots. She tried to explain to her mom that where she was going, she wouldn't need to lug around those things. Now, armed with only her well-worn backpack and a small suitcase, she paused and tilted her face toward the sun like a flower, her blue eyes closed in absolute bliss. They can keep their snow in sub-zero temps, she thought. This is where I'm meant to be. A woman with short brown hair and a deep tan stood at the gate, wearing dark sunglasses and dressed in khaki shorts and a tank top. She held a sign with Kendall printed on it. Stacy grinned and picked up her pace, blonde ponytail bouncing. She shifted her backpack up onto her shoulder in order to free one hand. "Hello," she called out, waving as she closed the distance between herself and the other woman. "I think you're here for me?" "Stacy?" The brunette grinned and shook her hand. "Welcome to the Cayman Islands. I'm Daria Goldman. I'm with the Central Caribbean Marine Institute. They sent me out here to pick you up." "Wow," Stacy said. "And here I thought I was going to have to hitchhike." Daria chuckled. "Well, we also have cabs on the island." "Yeah, but I'm a student, so it's not like I have money," Stacy joked, and they both laughed. "I'm so excited to be here. I cannot wait to get started. There's so much I want to see and do." "I totally understand. I did my own undergrad work here," Daria said. "I loved it so much, I made a point to come back and work here full-time." She led Stacy through the small airport to a bright yellow and blue Jeep with no top on it. "Go ahead and throw your stuff in the back." Stacy took a moment to fish her own sunglasses out of the side pocket of her backpack and put them on. Removing her hoodie, she used the sleeves to tie it around her waist before climbing up into the passenger seat. Daria started up the vehicle with a low, rumbling roar of the engine. Stacy found she had to hold on tight, even with her seatbelt, because Daria drove like the racers at the Indy 500, making sharp turns and going well above the posted speed limit. They soon reached a marina. "I know you just got off one flight," Daria said as they headed for the docks. "Unfortunately, there are only 2 ways to get to the Institute on Little Cayman. Seaplane is the quickest." She led Stacy to a small prop plane sitting on the water at the edge of the pier, where a middle-aged man stood wearing a Hawaiian shirt and a baseball cap with CCMI printed across the front. "This is Ed Blake. He's the pilot. Ed, this is Stacy Kendall, new student." "Ooh, fresh meat," Ed said as he clasped Stacy's palm. "Hey, if they tell you to go feed the stingrays, that's code for drown the newbie." Stacy's smile faltered. Okay?" "Knock it off, Ed." Daria rolled her eyes. Looking at Stacy, she jerked a thumb at the pilot. "Don't listen to this guy. He always tries to scare the new arrivals. Once he had a student convinced that Jaws 4 wasn't a movie. It was based on real events that happened here." Stacy laughed. "I actually liked that movie," she said. "It was one of those so bad it's good films that you can't look away from." "I know, right?" Ed said. He opened the door for them, and Daria climbed up inside, reaching back to take Stacy's bags from her so she could hoist herself in after.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?